The Trench of Death.
We spent our first night at the Otter Lake Provincial Campground. Got ourselves all packed up. Drove into Tulameen, where we've got a beautiful beach there on Otter Lake. And of course their general store in Otter Lake serves everything, including a yummy, delicious breakfast. We decided to ride down to Coalmont and up above Coalmont and found the trailhead for Whipsaw. Got up to quite the elevation as well. Saw lots of sign of bears, but either fortunately or unfortunately, we never did see a bear. Beautiful views, beautiful vistas up here. Quite an elevation up into the Alpine. Came across this viewpoint and that looked like a great spot for a little bit of a photo op. Man, even in June we were able to find snow. Put an end to our riding. Time to turn around, head for town. Chris might never forgive me for this part of the ride, but I'll let the video do the talking.
I might be thinking of the wrong spot, but it's all kind of growing in. It might be more of a hectic climb up there. But I think if we go down here, we'll find something interesting. And damn. Now to get this sucker upright again. Now we're cooking. Yes. Okay. All right. In gear. In gear. Good. Yeah, we got it up. Oh, it's rolling shit. This is gonna be a monkey lift. Oh, God. Crap.
I knew I should have joined CrossFit sooner.
2, 3. Handlebars. 1, 2. We got it. Just have to get in there for some damage. Thank you. You're good? You didn't hurt yourself going down or anything? No. Okay. Is there a way out of this? We don't have to climb back up, do we? Fuck. We might be coming down into the pit where I thought we were. Okay.
Yeah, we got on the high side and once
It went.
back in, went on you.
The Trench of Death. Okay. I just say we just not completely freewheel, but the more you brake on this kind of thing, the worse it is.
Yeah.
So just threshold braking and just let your tires roll. Don't let them lock, and we should be okay. We got a good run out. This is the thing I wanted to show you. This little kind of coal mine thing, hey?
Well, you're showing me the wrong side.
Well, I am. This is true. Sorry about that. But yeah, we can get out of here easy enough. Okay.
Is it all this steep?
Yep.
Fuck.
You'd rather go up?
Huh?
You'd rather go up?
Nope.
Okay. I got ya. You feel like you're alive now.
That's by far the scariest thing I've done.
Whew. Okay. Let's get out of here. Now that structure, I think there was one here as well, but there's one down below. But I think it's going to be a substantial climb back out of there.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I'm more conscientious of that now.
Okay.
Anyways, here's where it would have been.
After we got done exploring above Coalmont, we finally headed back to the KVR and on our way to Princeton, which had all sorts of great trails and bridges along the river, and it was just a great ride. The other part I absolutely loved about the KVR were all the tunnels. They were awesome. The section of the KVR between Coalmont and Princeton is multi-use trails, so you gotta watch out for those cyclists, watch out for the ATVs, you can watch out for some horses. We didn't come across any horses this ride, but they're out there, so watch out. Chris had been going on and on about the best deep fried pickles he had ever had in his life, and that had to be at the Brown Bridge Pub in Princeton. So unfortunately it was no longer on the menu, but we did have an awesome burger, fries, and a beer. It just powered us up to head on to the afternoon and for the next tunnel. This section of the KVR between Princeton and Summerland certainly had lots of beautiful views, some beautiful bridges, but also had a whole lot of whoops up and down, and a lot of undulations to the path, and that wreaked havoc on my luggage. Managed to slip over the back and drag along the back tire, and it caused quite a bit of damage. Even got my tent a little bit as well, so gotta get that repaired as well. All right, but it was still lots of fun though. Chris and I encountered quite a few washouts along KVR. Some have been washed out for quite a great deal of time and had established end-arounds and that kind of thing. But this was one of the more interesting end-arounds, a little bit longer, but it was sure a lot of fun to ride through this, and satisfying to be able to get through and not having to turn back an awful ways and have to resort to pavement. So yeah, it was a fun little section to ride. Well, we managed to make it to Summerland and then on to Penticton, where we stocked up on provisions, food, groceries, beer, that kind of thing, and then took the east side of Skaha Lake on our way to meet Scott and Jared up above Okanagan Falls. So that will be our meeting spot for tonight. Put on a lot of kilometers today. It was warm, but it was a good day. Made it to Okanagan Falls, where Chef Chris whipped up an awesome campfire stir fry. Back up with new guy Jared and Scott that came in from Nanaimo that day. Scott's doing his best to do his impersonation of Murray, but you know, Scotty, I think you got a ways to go to catch up on the size of that log. But it was still a good night, and managed to not torch Jared's fancy orange boots, which I really like, because of course they're orange, and I like everything orange. So, well, we'll get ourselves ready for the next day's adventure and the next episode.